Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day, happy Full Moon Day, happy Tom Murrin Gallery Day. I wanted to be bright today because I was watching the performance of Sally Mae and Augusta Machado online, and I saw how beautiful and glamorous and bright that was. And performance is everything, anything done with purpose and style. To honor Tom and the space that we're in, and the mother of this house of Howl, Jane Friedman here. Thank you so much for having me. Happy, and also I'd like to honor Ellen Stewart, who's a big part of this neighborhood, and also La Mama, who is also a mama around here that I'm involved with. Yes. How's everybody feeling? Yeah? How does this... Okay, I'm just gonna do that. So I have a few little ditties for you. Some are old and some are new. And I wanted to start with something called Black Leather Thigh-High Boot. I didn't wear a black leather thigh-high boot because it was too obvious. So I will start with that one. New York City, I am in you like a black leather thigh-high boot. The way it feels to pull on over the skin, the nylon, the fish net. The smell of smoked grass, leather, snug all the way up the leg, high. You carry me, and we carry on. Crisp air and untethered to these asphalt runways. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. I'm walking, I'm hustling, I'm back up against the wall, motherfuckers, like the MC5. Cat power, rabbit leather jacket, dreaming of Supergirl magic powers. And dancing with black leather boots make me feel 10 feet tall. The inner child whispers, like stealing heels out of your mother's closet. But walk slow and listen to the leaves, for they are changing with golden-toned jeweled embers of autumnal fall. Let's begin again. Black leather thigh-high boot. New York City, I am in you. Thank you. That's my latest piece. Are we feeling fun with the full moon going on around us? A little frisky, sing out loud. And I want to, give thanks to all the mothers of all kinds, all genders, the earth, the land that we live in, that's also our mother. And anyone that's here today or that's not with us anymore, going to Dharma or in the spirit, and I want to bring them all into those rooms. And I brought a rose quartz for the heart too, because all our hearts are with our mothers, wherever they are. Okay. So, this one's called Wild Horses, and it is about when you're missing someone that's not in your life and that has left you astray. It's like I had a distraction for 10 days to see your face again. The rolling thunder in my heart, my head comes back again, and the raindrops come down hard in the tin roof of my mind. How the longing instantly returns in the great sadness of your departure. A yellow flower, opening a fire and singing and going around and around like a carousel of thoughts in my mind, over and over again, confused and never ending, like a circle, the circle of life. And the eternity I wanted to spend with you, I knew it wasn't possible. The cavalcade of horses that run wild in the islands off the Georgia coast, shimmering in the sun on the beaches, like your skin that shines black gold against my ivory skin from ages of innocence, although we hadn't seen innocence in years, except the quiet moments we had in the morning when the sun peeked in, brushing her morning tones against our sleepy eyes, beckoning to arise from bed to go out into the day. I never wanted to leave our nest, the cocoon of perfectly nestled together in a warmth, peace, in a life normally in chaos. Round wheels of life we go in directions never known. North up where it's cold, south where red rabbits grow, east where we struggle to survive in the city of the universe, and west where you hail with cowboys and beaches and red woods and Russian rivers run. To know you is to love you, to be you, to know you, to love you is to be alive. To yearn, to feel my heart collide. To the moon, I would sail with you, majestic in your magic, and all of you floating weightless in the warm water filled with starry eyes. Where does your boat sail off to this time? My prince and sweetheart, friend of mine, please let me have my heart this time. Thank you. Wild horses? My goodness. So I have, okay, I promised. One of the places that's opening up right now that we all love here as New Yorkers, as what, out in Brooklyn? Coney Island. You ever been out there? It's time to go out there and get a corn dog. That's my favorite thing. Ride the Cyclone, get on the Wonder Wheel, you know, when you get up high. Who likes to do the thing that goes like this? You like that? Not me. Nope, not having that. You, no way. Who likes the scary part? Yeah? Yeah. Are you a front of the Cyclone or really? Not me. Not me. Because I just like a Coney Island breeze. Here we go. I know, right? It's good. Coney Island breeze. September is gone and I wanted to go to the end of the earth. My feet were headed in two directions, and my tired and aching bones. My soul was searching, but she couldn't find her path home. So I hopped the F train at the end of the line to Neptune's Avenue to breathe in a luxury, the solitude, and to film the last warm kisses of Coney Island breezes. I came to you in hopes to sail away. She held my face, and as the salt tingled at my bare feet, of painted cherries crested in waves of snow. Alone today, that was my anchor. I walked those wooden planks, soldiered with only an army of seaside lampposts and a glow of burnt ember that led me all the way to Brighton Beach, where only Russian sounds to speak, where young lovers once did stroll. I saw the rides as if a moment amused, suspended in time. Vacancy on the Wonder Wheel, but screams of butterflies still inside. Memories, they didn't fly too far. My heart was cracked open wide. And you picked me up, Coney Island breeze. You floated in on the clouds of late Indian summer blues, on the rise of the harvest moon. I didn't know whether to run away from you or to run to you, so I sent a message in a bottle, while the currents carried away a poem for you and for you. Like the breezes lifting spirits, souls, flying, floating towards Atlantis on the waves of the Atlantic, sailing on crested wings of red velvet wine that were just a sip in time. Stars that crossed and hearts run wild, ruled by Venus, the goddess. Entwined her golden hair, wrapped around, oh, Coney Island breeze, I'd like to float away with you on the rise of the harvest moon. I didn't know whether to run away from you or to run to you. Time passed by and so did I. Slowly she rises, the new moon, stretching with autonomal embrace as she changes into jewel-toned grace. Softly she whispers in the midnight blue sky, take me away from you. Your northern stars twinkle like sweet and tender love songs. High up in the night sky glow like eclipses in time, passing shadows aligned. Coney Island breeze, I'd like to float away with you. I didn't know whether to run away from you or run to you. Just keep shining on like a northern star. On the rise of the harvest moon, shine on, harvest moon. Shine on, harvest moon. Shine on, harvest moon. That was a moon poem from the fall. I know we're heading into summer, but that, we're all connected to the moon and the tides and how that all makes our bodies work. How's everybody feeling? Good? I have words. I guess I like, or maybe my vocabulary is limited. What? So I'm like, oh, that's a repetitive word. I've never done them together. Here's a little short one. Love me not. Why do you choose not to love yourself? Self-deprecation, pain, and sadness have always been inside the linings of the human. Layers under my skin as deep as my soul, my heart constantly empty. Sad. How are we doing on time here? I have the Big Daddy poem of Manhattan, which a lot of you have heard. I can do that today if you'd like to hear that. I want because that's going to be like 6, I know. You don't get a vote. But like 6 or 7 minutes, one piece. Are we in for it? Okay. And then I'll do the last one for Mother. And if anybody was around, there was a person, in the 90s. This is all about this is inspired by the 90s. In my 90s, New York, East Village life, hanging out at the Wawa Hut and the Pyramid and places like that, and in Jackie 60 as well. So it's about my experience walking these streets. And here yeah. All right. I think that this is a mashup. Yes. Because we can't get rid of New York City. Once you have New York City in your blood and in your bones, that's it. She's my mistress. She's my most constant and difficult lover. I always came back for just one more little delicious taste. I could never leave her. With her continual billowing smoke coming out of her mouth from the underground, her danger reflecting mine, and the hot boiling mysteries of the belly of her beast. Like a cigarette in a 40s noir film, boxcar riders, coffee shops, crooked cops, and poets. As she snaps her fingers, beckoning me to the corner bars, where the women were wild, and the men, well, they were hard. She was my youth gone by, my struggle, my grit, my laugh up high like a tall, shiny building, or the scream and a flip of the hair, like the sirens that twirl and whirl in tune with the heartbeat of a city that never sleeps. She was even the apple of my eye of success. She is my mistress. She is my most constant and difficult lover. She's my, or perhaps your cock. Did you get your dick wet? I've spanked, I've fucked, I've sucked fat cocks. Does anyone make love anymore? All the people looking for love, to get love, to buy love. If for 1 minute you could feel the sensation, the pulsation, the beat of the heart, the beat, the sex, the hunt, the dirty, the secret, the beggar, the broken, the lost, the castaway, the unloved. It could be you. It could be me. It could be anybody. What do you hide in your personal dark alley, backroom baby? Come and walk down that dark alley in the streets of your mind, where the sun is just peeking in. Is it AM or PM? And the 5 o'clock shadows are just coming in on the men and the women. And the doors, well, they just keep on swinging, baby. Footprints on my streets, days and years gone by. I'm trying to look forward, but always behind me uneven. I can hear the voices of past ghosts and a remembrance of a time gone by. Just the sounds and the feeling of it all just burned into my memory 1,000 times. Washed images of kaleidoscope colors where dreams meet reality, or however you want to remember it. It's the boys and the girls, the rock, the roll, the tango, the cash, and all of those. Where did you go, you sweet, sweet little souls? Medicating mood enhancers, the pain will take you away. Just one, maybe two or three, but not more. Have a drink on me, we've come this far. And she seduces me again as I wait for the next turn of the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock, and the click of a high heel. And the doors just keep on swinging. I could never leave her. Her mornings were my soulmate, and her night was my secret lover. And I always came back for one more little delicious taste. She is my mistress. She is my most constant and difficult love. She is my Manhattan. Thank you. Thank you. So, this morning I was thinking about mothers and what that meant to me. And I don't have mine anymore. And I've just recently become an adult orphan. So I was thinking about how it feels in this space. And I wanted to honor everyone, mothers and even fathers, on this day, because we're honoring life and people who give us that and the heart that comes from that. And I wanted to, and I didn't have a poem. I read a whole play about my mother called Lemonade. And we don't have 75 minutes for that. I've learned about time and so I'm going to read, and I want you to think about while I'm reading this, whatever mother means to you. It's genderless, it's space and time, it could be a dream, it could be, the roots of a tree that you like so much, the trees are alive, a flower, whatever that means to you in this moment, just have that going through your brain. And I'm going to read. So, it's just going to go. This is the eulogy I wrote for my mother, and I'm going to honor Nancy Carolyn Litteer more today. So, and that's how I'm going to honor the mother. Hello, I'm Heather Litteer. I'm Nancy's daughter. She gave me the precious gift of life. I'm completely heartbroken with my mother's sudden passing. I wasn't ready. We both had knee surgery. Ironic. She had her knee surgery replacement operation right before my ACL reconstructive. Hers was high risk due to pre-existing conditions. We had been comparing notes on a daily basis, her having been through it before with much sage advice and motherly support. We had spoken earlier in the day on November 30th, but she had to go because she didn't feel well and she couldn't breathe well. When I got the news of her passing a few hours later, I was in complete shock. It wasn't true. Mom always pushed through. I couldn't fly. I was in New York and she in Georgia, and the stitches weren't even out of my leg. I was afraid I couldn't make it to my mother. Devastated. So me and my friends and family assembled a team, Team Nancy. We were to drive down to Atlanta from New York City. It took 3 days. I am so thankful to all that helped. Carlene, Aunt Beth, Charlie, Daddy Litteer, and many more. I am so blessed to be with my mom today. My mother was my idol. She was more beautiful to me than any other woman I ever laid eyes on, like Liz Taylor. She had a smile that was infectious and happy. Her laugh was like bubbles, and her blue eyes sparkled like stars. She could light up any room the minute she walked into the door. Her energy would fill the room, kinetic. She worked hard until her last days. I was even lucky enough to take one of her water classes 2 months ago. She was an amazing teacher, in the water teacher, and fun too. Do the cat paw, do the cat paw, do the cat paw. She gave me more kisses than humanly possible, to the point that my grandmother told her, "If you kiss her anymore, she is gonna get sick." I never got sick. She loved me unconditionally through every phase of my life, good and bad. And she never judged. She was always there to listen, and to listen, and to listen. She just wanted her baby to be happy. She was a love warrior and a model of graciousness with a gift of gab, a complete Southern belle. She struggled with her health for years, but she was tougher than anyone I knew, the definition of a steel magnolia. She loved social events and parties and throwing them, attending them, and ferociously, and all dressed to the nines, like the Energizer Buddy, a party animal, but never drank a drop. It skips a generation. She had a zest for life and all things that life had to offer. Here and all over the world, big or small, she wanted to soak it in like the sun and the moon every day. No matter how good or bad she felt, she pushed forward. When Mom and her husband Greg and I would travel together, she had everything planned out beautifully, and sometimes a surprise, like a hot air balloon ride. Literally. She was always the lead in leaving Greg and I behind. Walker, cane, wheelchair, always in the lead. And her flair for glamour and fashion followed me to New York City. I've acquired a lot of her clothes over the years, like rust-colored jumpsuits or black dresses with silver sparkles. All of my friends that know Nancy, or my mom, talked about her constantly, and I could completely transform myself into her with her sugary, sweet Southern accent. Where did you get that dress, Heather Litteer? Oh, well, this is my mom's. Chic. She is a fashion icon. It wasn't until the last few years that we really learned to listen to each other, and our friendship grew stronger and just blooming. And I began to understand more that we were exactly alike. Just two girls. We were just two girls trying to make it in this world. Two women with the ebbs and flows of life, best friends. She definitely the mama bear and the strength. She would selflessly do anything for me again and again and again, and she never missed a beat. She was brave and courageous and sweet and loved me throughout everything. My mother had always had these sayings. I called them Nancy-isms. Well, Heather Lynn, when life hands you lemons, you just gotta make lemonade. Well, the lemonade will never be as sweet. As I learned to take my first steps all over again, without my mother and now father, I hope that I can learn from her and carry the traits of always having hope, of being courageous, learning to be more patient, more kind, unselfish, giving away my last dime, smiling forever, and always up for a laugh. Oh, and a song. She loves singing to Peach 95 FM and dancing and just living for the lust of life, the love warrior. I want to wrap white light around you in a golden bubble free from pain. I love you, Mom. I miss you already, and I'll carry you in my heart forever. Thank you. I think we'll end with that today. Thanks for sharing that with me in a little bit. This was her veil. Look, I found this. This is her bridal veil. My grandmother did it. So I just found this. Yeah, it's too far off. This is for Mother. 60s. Since I never got married. But I would like to Thank everyone here at Howl who made this possible, Drug Bezler and Aldo Hernandez and Jane Friedman. This is a home to me as well, and like a mother gallery for a lot of us in the neighborhood. And for Tom Murrin, I stand on the shoulders of artists that came before me and the ones that came before them, because I wouldn't be here without these people. Everyone's an inspiration to me, everyone in this room, and we got to inspire each other and love each other, and let's keep each other afloat. And it's about building community and being there for each other, and I'm here for you. My name's Heather Litteer. Happy Mother's Day. Happy full moon. I love you. Thank you.